Okay, then last class where we stopped, we discussed about styling, right? How many ways we can apply the styles for one element? I have one element is that span. This is my element. I want to apply one color, red color. Okay, I want to apply red color to this particular element. How many ways we can apply? Three ways we can apply. Three ways. One is like inline, another one is like internal, and next one is like external one. Okay, how we can apply inline styling? How we can apply inline styling? If you want to apply the styles, what inputs are required, what you should know. First of all, to whom I have to apply the element, you have to choose first. Okay, to which element you want me to apply the styles. The next one, you have to decide like which properties you want me to apply. Okay, which css properties you want me to apply. The css properties is a combination of, it's a key value pair. Okay, for example, I want to apply red color. Okay, how you can apply red color? My color is the key and my red is the value. I want to apply some font size. My font size is my key. Okay, and then my 30 pixel or something is my value. Like this. From where we can get this color and font size, all these things means, okay. If you want to remember, you can remember. Otherwise, just go here, right click on that, inspect, open any browser. Okay, just open any browser, Google Chrome or whatever it is. Open one page or one web page you can open. Okay, here you can choose one element, just inspect this one, just inspect it. For example, Gmail is there, right? I want to see the code of this Gmail one. Inspect it, right click on that, inspect it. Okay, this is my anchor, this is my anchor tag we use to prepare this Gmail text or not. Okay, for this, if you want to apply some color, see here. See, click on this one, click on this one. If you observe here, see, this is my anchor tag. If you see this anchor tag, A, Gmail is the text, Gmail is the text. Okay, closing that A. See, this is the one. See, it is reflected here or not? Gmail, LLL I added. Okay, you can confirm like this is the element we use it to prepare this Gmail text or not. Okay, inside these elements, see here, class GB underscore F, data hyphen PID, href, target. What is this? These all are like what? These all are like attributes or not? These all are like attributes. Okay, attribute is nothing but what? Key value, key value, key value, key value base is nothing but attribute or not? Why we go for attribute? If you want to tell something about your element, if you want to give some more information about your element, then you can go with the attributes or not. Okay, here one attribute is not there, style attribute is not there. Okay, why we go for style attribute? Why we go for style attribute? If you want to apply inline styling to one element, then you can go with the style attribute or not. Then you can go with the style attribute. By using style attribute only, we can apply inline style. See here, there is no style attribute, nothing is there. Now I want to apply red color for this particular Gmail. How we can? Means very simple thing. Element style is there, right? Just click on this one. If I click, okay, my cursor is pointing to that particular space. Now here, which property you want me to apply? Color. Just write CO. See, with my CO, starts with CO, these many properties are there in your CSS. Okay, my browser, inside my browser already loaded HTML tags and CSS properties and my browser API, JavaScript related stuff. Everything is loaded at the time of developing this browser. Okay, this Chrome browser who developed, Google people, right? At the time of development only, they install these HTML and CSS and JavaScript. See, this is my color. Just click on the tab, then it comes to right side. Which color you want? Red. Okay, if you write this one, see here what change you found. What change you found for my anchor? Class, data, PID, href, target. These four are like in the past only we have. But here there has one more attribute added or not. What is that attribute? Style, color, red. Okay, this type of styling is which type of styling this is? This is like an inline styling or not, by using style attribute. Okay, now I want to add this one is like a CSS property, key value pair. If you want to apply one more, okay, for example, I want to apply font size. Just click on this. See, if I click on this one, okay, again it's pointing to your space. Just you can write like font. See, these many properties are there. Font size, how much you want? 30 pixel. Okay, I want to write font weight. See, font weight also there or not? What do you want to bold? Okay, font family. See here, these many font families are there. Which one you want? You can use up arrow and down arrow. See here. Okay, which one you want? See this. This is the way you have to learn. Okay, no one can remember all the properties. No one can remember. There has thousands of properties are there. How I can remember? But the thing is, you should know you should have a clarity on your requirement. Okay, if you tell the requirement in Google, okay, if you pasted that requirement, okay, just you can get that properties. Okay, that properties how to apply you should know. Okay, how we can apply the properties means there has three ways are there. One is like inline, another one is like internal, another one is like external. If it is like inline, how we can by using style attribute you can apply or not? Yes or no? Okay, done. My color red, font size. See here, this is like instant. Okay, instantly if you want to check, okay, that for that purpose only directly you can write in the browser. If I refresh my page, now see this, if I refresh my page, whatever the changes you made, that was reset or not, that was reset. Okay, instantly if you want to check, okay, then you can check. If you're satisfied with that, just you can write some piece of code. You can write some piece of code and you can copy paste this one. I will tell how to write it instantly. If you want to check, just go to the browser and check, and if you're satisfied, just copy the properties. For example, this one only. Okay, take this one. This is my Gmail. I want to apply some colors for this. Yes, you can apply. My color equals to green. Okay, the next one, my font size equals to 20 pixel. My font weight equals to bold. Okay, my font style equals to italic. Okay, my font family equals to which one you want. Just you can take it. Okay, if you satisfied with this view, if you satisfied, then that time copy this one, copy these types. Okay, just select all. Okay, copy. Okay, again it's refreshed. Okay, just copy this one wherever you want, just paste that code. Already you created one CSS. Okay, here, right? Okay, here you can paste it like this. Understand or not? Okay, if you want to apply the styles, first of all, to whom you have to apply, that one you have to find. To which element you have to apply, that one you have to find. And then which properties you want me to apply. Okay, those properties also you have to get it or not. From where you want me to get? Your browser you can get it, through Google you can get it. There is no need to remember all. If you want to remember, you can remember. That's not an issue. Okay, that's your wish. Got it or not? Okay, now if you want to apply inline styling for this particular span, okay, how you can? By using style attribute. Yes, already we discussed. My color equals to red. Like this, how many properties you can write? Any number of properties. My font size equals to, okay, 20 pixel. Like this you can put it. Done. So what is the drawback of this one? Already yesterday we discussed, right? There has four elements are there. There has four elements are there. I want to apply color red. Okay, then the time. Okay, here also you wrote like style color red. Here also style color red. Here also, here also. Like how many times you written? Four times you written or not? Color red. Okay, today you said like color red. Tomorrow they change like blue. Then the time how many places you have to change? Here, 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 here. Four places you have to change it or not? The changing, make the changes also very costly thing. Okay, one thing is like you written the duplicate code, that is one drawback. Okay, another one is like making the changes also very costly thing or not. To overcome this problem, okay, they introduced one more styling called as internal styling or not. Internal styling or not. Okay, now inline styling always applies at element level. See here, span. Okay, here you applied by using style attribute. Inline styling always applied at element level. Internal styling always applied at the page level. Page level is nothing but HTML. This is one page or not. Internal styling always apply at page level. Now inside this HTML page, which type of code you can write? You can write HTML. This is the HTML. I said like styles also I can write, so that CSS code also I can write. JavaScript code also I can write, so that my HTML file, if you run my HTML code only, it can recognize by default. You have to tell, if it is like a CSS, you have to tell, hey, this is the area. Okay, I'm writing like CSS. Hey, this is the area I'm going to write like a JS, JavaScript. Okay, inside the HTML, if you want to write the styles, where you can write inside the style tag. Okay, if you want to write the JavaScript, where you can write inside the script tag or not. Okay, this one is like anywhere, this is like HTML file only, there is no need to tell this is like HTML, nothing is required. So yes, I written this style tag. Okay, where it is going to place the style tag? The style tag is going to place inside a header tag, inside a header tag. If you open this one, okay, say this, now come here, inspect it. Now, if I open this head one, see here, my style and my script both are placed where inside the head tag or not. I didn't tell to my browser. My browser knows which tag I have to place where exactly. That tag is like inside of the body or inside the head. Okay, my browser knows that one. Okay, now come here. Now come here. Now here you have to write your styles. For these four elements, I want to apply the color red. Okay, anyway, the same approach you have to follow. First, to whom I have to apply that elements you have to select. Yes, four elements I want to apply. Okay, which property you want me to apply? Color red is the property. So that my color red is one property I want to apply. Okay, not only color red, I want to apply one more property also. Font size also I want to apply. Okay, for example, think like that 20 pixel. See, multiple properties are there, right? Multiple properties you have to wrap with an objective format like this. Syntactically, it looks like this. Okay, there has multiple properties are there, just you can keep all these properties inside an object. If you know the JSON one, the same syntax you can use. Okay, it looks like this. One is like color red, another one is like font size or not. Color red, the next one is like a font size. The next, I have the properties what I want to apply. The next one is what, to whom I have to apply this particular elements I have to apply or not. So that here you have to write that element identities. Okay, that is called as a selectors. Okay, you have to write the selector. Selector is nothing but the identity of your element, that's it. Okay, here this is the element, right? What is the, how we can find like this is Sachin is like which type of element? Okay, Dhoni, what is the difference between Kohli and Dhoni? My Dhoni inside a span. Okay, my Kohli inside a B bold tag or not. Okay, if you want to find Dhoni, my Dhoni tag is like a span. That is only the difference, right? My Dhoni to Kohli remaining all are same or not. This is also content and this is also content. So that identity you have to write it. That is nothing but a selector. So to whom I have to apply? To whom I have to apply the element whose name is like span, I want to apply that color. Okay, which color? Color red. Color red I want to apply. Color red I want to apply. Now, if you come here, if I refresh my page, now see this. This is like internal one, right? Is it saved or not? Can you check? My style tag and span and everything is okay. Can I refresh? Can I open this one? This is the one. My color is like what? Red. Okay. It gives a helper. Just you can use that helper. Just you can use that helpers. Okay. Now see here. If you open this one, this is my span. My span color red applied or not. Okay. This is also one more span. My color red applied or not. Okay. For this also I want to be applied. Okay. B and I also I want to apply. Before that, how my browser is going to render this for you know? First of all, at the time of loading, first HTML is going to load. Okay, at the time of loading my styles, see, it's going to check like these are the properties. First it's going to read the properties. Which property? Color red. These properties you have to apply for which selector elements? Span. So inside the body it's going to check how many spans are there, how many spans are there, how many elements whose name is like span. Okay, this color red property is going to be applied for that particular elements. Got it or not? Okay, and then I want to apply for B and I also. So do you want me to write like this? For my B also I want to apply my color red, and then the next one is like what? My I also I want to apply. For my I also I want to apply. Okay, now come here. Can I refresh my page? Now see, all are applied in the red color or not? But if If you observe here, is it the recommended code? What you write? Is it the recommended way? Now see here again you written the duplicate code, right? Color red. Okay, color red and color red. Yes or no? If you want to apply the same properties for multiple elements, then the time don't write that properties again and again. Okay, just give the selectors to whom you want me to apply with comma separated. To whom you want me to apply? Okay, one is like span, another one is like what? B, and another one is like what? I or not. Okay, then there is no need to write these things. Now come here. Can I refresh my page? Now see, it's working as expected or not? Okay, understand? Okay, this selector is which type of selector? It's like a tag name selector. It's like a tag name selector. Tag name selector. The next one, like this, multiple selectors are there in your CSS. Multiple selectors are there in your CSS. Now see here, I have one more span is there. I have one more span. Listen carefully. Okay. Now, if you come here, if I refresh my page, my font also in the red color or not? Why? This is also whose tag name is like what? Span. Already you rate the selector like for my span, my color is like what? Red or not? But my requirement is I want to apply red color for this particular span only. Section only I want to apply red color. Remaining Dhoni and Pant I don't want. B and I want. My requirement is overall how many spans are there? Overall 3 spans are there. But my requirement is I want to apply red color only for Sachin, not Dhoni, not Pant. Okay, Kohli and UV I want in the red color. Okay, so how we can write it? If you write the tag name selector, then what happened? If you write the tag name selector, then what happened? Okay, how many elements whose name is span, those all are turned to be in the red color or not? 1 2 3. But our requirement is not like this. Our requirement is what? I want to apply only Sachin span, not Dhoni and Pant. Then how we can? Okay, now is it possible by using the tag name selector or not? First tell me, is it possible? Is it possible with the tag name selector? No. Why? Because if you write the span, okay, 3 spans are there. My browser knows like the tag name is like span or not, it is going to check. So that my tag name is span 1 2 3, so that all are applied in the red color. So my span tag name selector will not work. Then how we can go with that? Only one span, right? Can we give the identity? One attribute, can I give it? ID attribute. ID is the common for all or not? It is the identity for this particular element. So you can write one attribute called as the ID. Okay, just you can write like span one or something, your wish, based on your requirement you can write it. Now I want to apply red color for this particular span only. See, I removed right here span, I removed, so that this one not in the red color now. So how we can give the ID selector here? ID selector here means, okay, by using hash symbol, hash span one. Okay, see how my browser is going to read this one means, if nothing is there in front of this particular text, nothing is there, there is no delimiter, nothing is there, simply my browser can understand like it's a tag name. Okay, if it is like a hash is there, then the time my browser can understand like it's a ID. What is my ID name? Span one. Okay, my ID name is like a span one, then immediately my browser is going to check within the body which element whose ID name is like span one. Okay, take that element and apply this red color. Understand or not? Hash, my browser can understand like what? ID. Okay, now come here. Can I refresh my page? Can I refresh my page? See, my Sachin in the red color, Kohli and UV in the red color only. You are using like which selector? ID selector or not? ID selector or not? Up here, okay. Now my requirement is I want to apply red color for this span and for this span both. Okay, not Dhoni. Then how you can? How you can? Yes, you can write like ID equals to span 3. You can write like this, no problem at all. Okay, here you can write like span 3. Span 3. Yes. Now see, it's working as expected or not? Okay, think there has total 100 spans are there. 100 spans are there. Okay, 50 spans, 50 spans. Okay, I don't want red color. Okay, for 50 spans I don't want red color. Remaining 50 spans I want red color. Then the time, if I give the ID for 50 spans, okay, span 1 span 2 span 3, yes, you can give it. Okay, how we can apply red color? Here you have to write like what? Span 1, span 2, span 3, like 50 times, 50 IDs you have to mention here or not? 50 IDs you have to mention here or not? Yes. Okay. Will it work or not? Means yes, it will work. Here like span 1, here you can mention. Span 3, you can mention here. Like this, how many you have to mention? 50 spans you have to write it or not? Got it or not? 50 spans you have to write it. Is it the recommended way? If you want to apply the same property for multiple elements, better to don't go with this particular ID. One element is there, okay, some set of properties only specific to that element only, then you can go with the ID. Multiple elements are there, okay, if you want to apply the same property for multiple elements, then better to go with a class selector. Okay, now here you can write like my class equals to, okay, color red. For this also, I want to apply color red only, right? My class equals to color red. See here, ID is the unique identity. ID should be the different from one element to another element. But my class, you can write the same value for multiple elements, no problem at all. Okay, here you can write like span 1 also. Any problem with this? Means no problem at all. If you write like this, okay, syntactically there is no problem. Why? Because why? There is no compiler, nothing. No one is going to check your code. Syntactically, it's correct or not, no one is going to check. You are the responsible person to write that code properly. Okay, you have to follow that guidelines and everything, standards you have to follow. The ID is always like unique ID for this particular element, identity for this particular element. Don't write like the same ID for multiple elements. Okay, if you want to apply the same property for multiple elements, better to go with class. Okay, you can write the same class name for multiple elements, no problem at all. My class color, this one, my class CR, you can put it. So how we can represent the class? How we can tell to the browser, hey, this is like this, can you treat this one like a class? By using dot. Okay, if nothing is there, my browser can understand like what? Tag name. If the hash is there, my browser can understand like what? ID. If dot is there, my browser can understand like what? Class or not. Now dot CR. Dot is nothing but class. CR is nothing but class name, so that it's going to check in your body how many elements whose class name is like CR. It's going to check. Okay, it takes that element and it's going to apply color red or not. Now come here. Refresh my face. Now see this. Now, here itself you can write, there is no need to write this B and I also. Can you use the same class name here for both I as well as B also? Now, is it enough or not? All are applied, red color or not? All are in the red color or not? Understand? Now tell me, what is the drawback of internal styling? Inline styling drawback, you told like you written the duplicate code at element level. Okay, the making the change is also very costly thing. That is the drawback. Now you write the code like what? Only one time, right? Only one time. You overcome that problem. For example, if you want to apply the red color, you applied. Okay, tomorrow they ask you like change to red to green or something. At the time, how many places you have to change? Only one place or not? My making the changes also very easy or not? Comparing with inline styling. Now, what is the drawback of this internal styling? What is the drawback? What is the drawback of internal styling? Yes. Okay, you write the code at page level, right? In your application, how many pages are there? In your application, how many pages you can write? Any number of pages or not? Hundreds of pages are there. For example, I have one more page is there. One more page is there. Okay. In this page also, I have multiple players. Multiple players. Same color green I want. Now this one also you can run. This one also you can run. See, this is one page and this is another page. This is another page. Now if you observe here, there has two pages are there. Okay, like this in your application you can write like hundreds of pages. Here you write like which code? Color red. Here also you write like which code? Color red only or not? That means what? Again you written the duplicate code at page level or not? In the past you written the duplicate code at element level. Now you written the duplicate code at page level or not? Okay, today they said like green, tomorrow they said like, okay, red color, then what we have to do, you have to open the first page, make it as red color. You have to open the first page, make it as red color. Open the second page and make it as red color. Like this, how many pages you have to change? Each and every page you have to change it or not? Again, okay, make the changes or like very costly thing at page level or not. Okay, this is also one more drawback or not. Only one page is there, yes, go with this, no problem at all. But in your application in real time, okay, only one page you are going to write your code, or multiple pages you are going to write like hundreds of pages or not. Okay, then it should not the recommended way to apply the styles or not. So how we can overcome this problem? How we can overcome this problem? Okay, how we can overcome? They introduced one more styling or not. What is that? External styling or not? Don't write the styles at page level or element level. If it is really required, then only you can go with that. Otherwise, okay, just write these styles in an external file. Okay, what is that file? You know, that is like a CSS file. Just you can write like my styles.css. Okay, don't write any styles at page level. Just cut it. Not required. Okay, not required. Okay, here also don't write it. Just remove this one. Remove this one. Okay, where you placed inside my style.css or not? Now tell me, is it style tag is required here? Is the style tag is required? No, right? Inside the HTML, if you want to tell this spot is like a styling, this spot is like CSS, you have to tell by using style tag. But my styles.css file itself regarding what? CSS only, right? Then why you need to tell again these are like styles or something? Not required. Just remove it. Okay, now will it apply or not? My color red is going to apply or not? Can anyone? Okay, color red is going to apply or not? Not applied. Why? Why? Because you created one CSS file. Okay, in that CSS file, you written some piece of code. It's like some properties you applied, but those properties not loaded at the time of loading these two HTML files or not. Okay, how we can check at the time of loading this URL, how many files are loaded? How we can check? Okay, in the elements tab is there, right? There has multiple tabs are there here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. For up to application, you should know. Okay, open the source tab. Open the source tab. Inside the source tab, okay, what you can find, you know, at the time of loading this particular URL, with that URL, how many files and folders loaded? Those all we can see here. Those all we can see here. Okay, for example, any website. Okay, Google only can take it. Google only can take it. Open this one, inspect it, inspect it. At the time of loading this particular URL, with this URL, how many files and folders are loaded? We can see in the source tab. See here, these many files and folders are loaded. If you open this one, if you open these images, okay, if you open this one, see this Google only, right? This one here loaded. This image only loaded, right? Okay, this is my search box image. Okay, and this one, my Google is going to depending upon some other APIs, this one, okay, Google static, okay, this any external websites also, those are loaded or not. My source tab, why we go for, so what we can see inside the source tab means at the time of loading this particular URL, with that URL, how many files and folders are loaded, that one we can see. See here, only one file loaded, but where is your CSS? That CSS file is loaded or not loaded? Not loaded or not. So can we load that one? Okay, how we can load it? If you want to load one CSS, how we can load it? By using link tag. By using link tag, you have to load it. Okay, link, the attributes equals to relation equals to style sheet, and my href equals to where is your CSS file. That CSS file you have to give, CSS file path you have to give it. Now, if I refresh my page, now see this, my styles.css loaded or not. Okay, now my styles are applied or not. Same like this. Okay, here you can write your link. Here also you can, don't think like this is also duplicate code. At least you have to write one line. Okay, if you come here within the source, only one is there. If I refresh my page, my styles.css also loaded or not. So now, how many places you write the code? Only one place or not? Only one place. That is like styles.css. Okay, today is like red color. Tomorrow, if you want to make it as like green, then the time only one place you can change. Okay, that changes are going to reflect wherever you are using the styles.css or not. Got it or not? One is like inline, another one is like internal, and next one is like a external one. Okay, okay. How we can apply the styles. Okay, I want to discuss one selector. Okay, multiple selectors are there. Okay, that is not our job, but we are going to use one selector, so that I want to discuss. Now come here. See the notes and everything you can find in this website. uijavakit.com is our website. Okay, here HTML, what we discussed, all these things you can find. Okay, CSS, see apply styles. Okay, these all things you can see here. Okay, selectors, selectors, see these selectors. Okay, tag name selector is there, ID selector is there, class selector is there, first chain, lost chain, first of type, lost of type. These all are like selectors. Okay, this is not our part. Okay, CSS, if you want to learn, you can go with that. Okay, the one thing I needed positions also I will discuss. Okay, if you want, you can go through this one. uijavakit.com is the website. This is the website I pasted in short. Okay, come on. Now here I have one div is there. Listen carefully. I have one div is there. Inside this div, on span. Span is like a section. There has one more span is there. Span is like code. Here I have one para is there. I need some gap. That's the reason I have one para. Span UV. Okay. Yeah, usual here be now come here. Can I run this? Okay. Sachin and Kohli UV inside the para, and this is my fun. My requirement is okay. I want to apply the styles only one page. This is if you want to apply the styles inside the page, how we can? Style is my tag. Okay, only page level I want to write. No problem, you can write it. Here, I want to apply red color for this span and for this span. Okay, Sachin and Kohli. Sachin and Kohli. I don't want to write ID. I don't want to write the class. I don't want to write the ID. I don't want to write the class. This one I don't want to change. Can anyone tell how we can apply red color, this span and this span? Can anyone guess? Okay, I don't want to change this one. I don't want to change it. How we can? Okay, perfect. Which one you want me to apply? Span tag you said. Okay, color you want me to apply. To whom you want me to apply? Span. If you write like this, inside my body, how many spans are there? Inside my body, how many spans are there? 1, 2, 3. So that all the spans in the red color or not. See this. 1, 2, 3. All the spans in the red color. But my requirement is Sachin Kohli only. I don't want UV. Okay. Div span you said. Okay. How you can write like dot? Is there any class is there? Okay. How you can put like this? When you go for dot, when you go for dot, okay, inside my body class attribute is there, then you can go with the dot. Okay, is there any classes there here? No, right? Now see this here. What is the relation between my div to these two spans? First of all, to whom I have to apply? Check these two spans I said. Okay, if I write like a tag name, will it work or not? Will not work. Why? Because not only these two, there has one more span also there. Okay, I'm not able to apply by using tag name. Now check these two have to apply. Okay, individually I'm not able to do anything, so that go to the next level. Go to the next level is like, who is the next one? Div, right? With this div, can we do one thing? Okay, with this div, what is the relation between these two spans and this span? With this div, respect to this div, okay, what is the relation between these two spans and this span? These two spans are the direct children of my div or not? Yes or no? These two spans are the direct children of my div or not? But this span is the direct children or indirect children? This span is the direct children to my para, not div or not? Yes or no? These two spans are the direct children of my div. This span is the not direct children. It's like indirect children or not. Okay. If you want to apply the color for all direct children, then the time we have one selector is there. That is like a greater than is the selector greater than. So who is the parent here? Div. Div greater than. Div is the big one or not? Okay. Greater than selector is used for what? Okay. Is used for direct childrens to find the direct childrens. Okay, how many direct childrens are there? Tell me, how many direct childrens are there for my div? Span is one direct children. Okay, next. The next one is like what? Para is one more direct children. Okay, the next one. B is one more direct children or not? B is one more direct children or not? See, these one span or multiple spans? Two spans are there. These four are the direct childrens or not? Within the four, which one you want? To which one you want me to apply the red color? To my span or not? So can we write like a color red? That's it. My greater than selector is going to take all your direct children. Now if I refresh my page, see this. My Sachin Kohli only in the red color or not? My Sachin Kohli only in the red color or not? That is the greater than selector. Up here, okay. Okay, here one more span Dhoni. Okay, now come here. Overall, how many spans are there? Overall, how many spans are there? Overall, how many spans are there? One, two, three, four spans are there. Okay, only two spans if you want to apply red color. Yes, these two are the direct children of my div, so that I applied. Now my requirement is this span, this span, this span. I want to apply red color, not this. Dhoni, I don't want. Dhoni, I don't want. Dhoni, I don't want. If you write like a tag name, color red, can anyone tell how many spans come into the red color? Sachin Kohli, UV, Dhoni. Four. Sachin Kohli, UV, Dhoni. But my requirement is what? My requirement is what? One, two, three. Sachin Kohli, UV, I want in the red color. This span I don't want. This span I don't want. Can anyone tell how we can do it? Yes. Okay, what is the relation between these three spans with this span? Okay, what is the difference? These spans under this div or not? Under this div or not? Okay, two are like a direct children's, one is like indirect children or not? If you want to select direct and indirect both children's, okay, if you want to get direct and indirect both children's, then the time we have one more selector is there, that is called as space is the selector. Space color red. If you put like a space, my div is the parent one, my span is nothing but either direct or indirect. Span, yes, direct, span, direct, span, indirect. This one also, these three will come or not, but this span is not inside my div, so that Dhoni not in the red color. See this? Got it? Okay or not? Greater than selector. The next one is like what? Greater than. The next one is like space. Okay, I want only UV. Can anyone guess? UV. UV I want in the red color. How we can? UV I want to apply red color. Can anyone tell how we can? Only this UV. Yes, this span is the direct children of my para, right? So that how we can write? My para is greater than span. Don't think more. Okay. Color red or not? My para greater than span. My UV in the red color or not? Yes or no? Okay. This span I want in the red color. Can anyone guess? Dhoni I want in the red color. Not less than, yeah. Greater than only the selector. Less than there is no selector. Dhoni I want in the red color. Less than selector not there. Okay, I want Dhoni in the red color. Can anyone guess how we can? This Dhoni I want in the red color. Direct span. Do we want me to put like direct span like this? Okay, direct span if you write like this all spans in the red color, all spans in the red color, all spans in the red color. How we can anyone see this? You write the code like this, right? This total code placed where my browser placed in another tag, right? My browser placed in another tag or not? What is that tag? See here, these all things my browser placed inside the body or not? Now what is the relation between my body to span? What is the relation between my body to span? My span is the direct children of my body or not? My span is the direct children of my body or not? So my direct children, how we can get it? Direct children, how we can get it? By using this selector, greater than selector or not? So that body greater than span, body greater than span, body greater than span. Now my Tony should be in the red color. So this, got it or not? Okay, like this, multiple, not only this, multiple selectors are there. Multiple selectors are there. One is like, okay, you can go through these selectors. Go through these selectors. If you know the selector, okay, by using JavaScript, you can do anything. By using JavaScript, you can perform any operation on any element. For example, okay, take one website, any website you can take it. Okay, Google only the best one, or GoDaddy. Okay, which one you want, you can take it. Okay, this blog is there, right? Okay, I want to hide this blog element. I want to hide it. So how we can hide? Now first go to your blog. Okay, this is my blog. Okay, this is my blog. Okay, if you want to hide this element, first of all you have to get this element. You have to get this element. So if you have the selector, if you know the selector for this particular element, yes, you can get it. You can get it. So can we get the selector for this particular span? Can anyone tell? You know some few selectors, right? Okay, ID selector, you know, tag name, you know, class name, you know, greater than, you know, and space, you know. Okay, with the selectors, can you do one thing? Can we get this one? See here, ID is there, right? This is my anchor. This is my anchor. Anchor to span, what is the relation? Anchor to span, what is the relation? Anchor to span, what is the relation? My span inside the anchor only or not? My span is the direct children of my anchor or not? So that, what is the selector for this? This is my ID. So that, how you can represent that ID? This is the ID. Okay, this is my ID. The next one is what? This is the ID or class name. Multiple things are there. Okay, this is my span or not? So that, greater than span or not? This is the selector for my span or not? If you know the selector, in your JavaScript there has one method is there. Okay, inside the document. Okay, at the time of JavaScript discussion I will tell. Inside the document is nothing but all your HTML content. See, the total HTML content, you can get it. Document is an object which provides you all your HTML, whatever visible to the end user, that related code we can represent in the JavaScript by using document object. Okay, within this only my blog text also there or not? Within this only my blog text also there or not? 1 second. Within this only my blog text also there or not? So that if you want that blog text, you know the, if you know the selector, we have the method called as a query selector is the method. Inside this one you can paste your selector. Now see this, you can get this block text or not? You can get this block text or not? Once you get this block text, what you want me to do? If you want to apply the color, style dot color equals to red. See, it's done to be red color. See, it's like a JavaScript one, it's not like a CSS. Okay, if you want to disable that one, just you can put like display equals to none. Now see, my block gone. Okay, that is the reason my selectors are very important. If you know the selector, okay, if you get that element reference by using selector, CSS selectors, you can perform any operation in your JavaScript. By using JavaScript you can perform any operation. Okay, that much powerful CSS selectors. Okay, Those two selectors are enough for us. The next one is like a positions. Okay, why we go for positions in your CSS? Can anyone? Why we go for this is also very important one. Okay, if you know the position, you can move the element wherever you want inside the browser. If you know the positions concept, okay, you can move the element wherever you want. Okay, let's start. One div, you can take it. Inside this, I have such same. Okay, one more div is there. Okay. Here one more div also there. Zone. Okay, done. Can we run this? Positions one, open with layer server. Okay, done. Now inspect it, inspect it, open the body, open the body. Div Kohli, first div is there, right? I'm going to apply some of the styles. Okay, I want to apply some styles for this particular Kohli one. Okay, how you can apply the styles? Color red like this, you can apply. I'm going to write one property called is a top. TO. See top property is there or not? Top 100 pixel. If you write like top 100 pixel, can anyone guess where my Kohli is going? Okay, where it is going to place? Will it move or not? Can anyone tell? If I write this property top, if I write like color red, yes, it's applied or not? Color red applied. Same like this, I'm going to write like on top property. I want to write like 100 pixel there. Then where my Kohli is going to place? Where it is going to move? Can anyone guess where it is going to move? If I write like top 100 pixel, where it is going to move? Okay, where it is going to move? Can anyone? Okay, now I'm going to put like top 100 pixel. Now see this. Will it go somewhere? Will it go somewhere? Okay, and then I'm going to put like not top. Top is not working. Okay, I'm going to put like bottom, bottom, bottom 100 pixel. Will it go somewhere? Okay, top, bottom also not affected. Can I write like left? Not go. Okay, can I write like right? Right, not applied or not? I applied four properties. What are those? Top, right, left, bottom. Okay, these four properties I applied for my Kohli, but there is no change. There is no okay position change or not. There is no position change or not. Okay, why it's not changed? We have the four properties like top, right, left, bottom. When these four properties are going to affect on your element means my element should have the position property. Okay, then only the top, right, left, bottom will work. Otherwise, will never work. Okay, for this particular one, is there any position property is there? For my div, is there any position property is there? Position property is not there. Okay, whenever there has a position is there, then only we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Top, right, left, bottom. Understand or not? Okay, like this, which positions are there in CSS means there has multiple positions are there. One is like static. Okay, the next one is like absolute. The next one is like relative. Okay, the next one is like a fixed position. The next one is like sticky position. Okay, like this multiple positions are there. Yet the static is there, right? The static position is the default position. It's like a default position of your HTML elements. By default, what is my position for this particular element means static only. Okay, if my position is like a default like a static, then that time we are not able to apply four properties. What are those? Right, left, top, bottom. When we can apply, when these four properties are reflect means my element has one of these position, either absolute or relative or fixed and sticky, then only these four properties are going to reflect in your element position. Got it or not? Okay, if my default position is like a static, then the time my top, right, left, bottom will not be applied. So if you apply also, there is no reflect, nothing. Okay, if your element has one of the position absolute, relative, fixed, and sticky, then only we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, if it is absolute, how it is going to behave, relative and fixed and sticky, we'll see in tomorrow's class. Meanwhile, you can do one thing, just read and come this positions one, read and come this positions one for tomorrow's class. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for joining.